Hello everybody, this is Shiba Vivek. Welcome back to SV Handmaids. So this is my second video for COBEADS Cooperation. If you have not checked out my previous unboxing video for my cooperation, I'll link it down in the description box. Do check it out. So I had these orange colored banded agates from COBEADS and I am deciding to make a necklace today. So this is a bead stopper. So before I start my necklace, so let me put the bead stopper on. So this helps to keep the beads in place without falling out. So I have a separate video on how to use this bead stopper. So I will link that video too in the description box. Do check that out also. So let me start stringing these beads. So what I'm using here is the bead board from Beadsmith. This is actually very helpful in planning out your design. If you're not sure about what you're going to do, you can place your beads on the bead tray and then keep moving the beads around, add your metal beads and decide how you want your necklace to look. So I have made a basic design here. So as I go, I can make changes to the design if I want to. So I just put on a few beads and as you see there is a bead stopper there, so it will stop it from falling out. So these are the banded agates. They have the orange mixed colors with whites in. These look very pretty. So for my today's necklace I decided to use some silver beads. These are Tibetan style alloy and it's of very good quality and very heavy too. So I have two of the bigger beads and the remaining are of the smaller size. So maybe around 12 to 14 mm is the big one and the small one is about 10 mm. And these are the bead caps which I decided to put on either side of the pendant. And since the bead cap has a bigger hole, so you have to decide on a bead that doesn't go into the hole. So I took two small pumpkin beads which will fit right on top of the bead cap, and also it will have those tube beads in between. So I decided to put the tube inside of the pendant so that it doesn't rub against the jewelry wire and it doesn't cut it off, so it will last longer. So I'm going to use this tube bead inside the bail of the pendant. So my focal, the middle portion of the necklace is going to be completely silver. So this is a very trendy design with have a minimalist color. So I'm just going to keep it silver in the center and oranges on the sides. So the contrast looking orange Tibetan style pendant will be in the middle. So I have a different style of tube beads too. So these I'm thinking to put it in between those silver beads. So before you start stringing your beads, make sure you have equal number of beads for both the sides, and also remove off any broken beads, or because since these are natural beads, there may be some defects in the beads or some broken chipped beads. So make sure you remove them before you actually arrange for both your sides. So let me string them up real quick for you. I'm not going to bore you by showing you how I string. So let me speed the process up for you. Okay, now I have finished stringing the beads and it's all ready to be finished up. So before you finish your necklace, make sure your design is all perfect and both the sides are having the same number of beads. Now let's get to the finishing part of the necklace. So we need these crimp beads, and then we need these crimp covers, and these are the wire guardian to protect our wires from rubbing against each other. Then we need a jump ring, so I'm using a closed jump ring here. These don't have any cuts, they are the whole ring. So I already connected few jump rings to the clasp. So let's get to finishing our necklace. So first we put in the crimp beads and then the wire guardian, then guide it through the channel. Then we insert our closed jump ring. So that goes inside the wire guardian, and the tail part we insert it back into the crimp beads. Now you can use your crimping pliers and then make a notch on your crimp bead. And then turn 90 degrees, and using the first slot make it rounded and tighten up with your regular round nose pliers. When everything is tight, you can cover it up with your crimp bead. Make it nice and rounded so that it looks like a bead. So our crimp is nicely hidden now, and it just looks like a silver colored bead on the top. Now push your extra tail of wire into the beads. So one side is done. Now push all the beads to the side of the necklace, and then you can finish it on the other side. Make sure you don't pull it too tight, otherwise your necklace is going to be like it will not look nice and flowy. So leave a tiny gap and then you finish it. Don't make it too tight. It should neither be too loose nor too tight. So I finished up the other side too, and the clasp is also ready. Now we will cut off this extra wire that is left, and our jewelry is ready. So hope you all like this. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and give your valuable comments. Thank you.